Welcome to the Akashic Library.
All right, let's dive into a pretty huge idea today, something we'll call the universal mirror. We're going to explore this powerful concept that your outside world is, quite literally, a direct reflection of what's going on inside you.
So does this sound familiar? You're asking for a better life, for more of the good stuff, but it just feels like you're stuck spinning your wheels, or maybe even going backwards. It's an incredibly common, and let's be honest, super frustrating feeling.
And you know what we're usually asking for, right? It's the big stuff. We're all hoping for more money, deeper and better relationships, more chances to travel and see the world, and, oh yeah, the one thing we can never get enough of, more time.
But what if the way we're asking is just fundamentally wrong? The whole idea we're digging into today boils down to this really simple but profound statement. Life isn't some separate being that you have to negotiate with. It's just a reflection.
And here's the key takeaway from that. The universe isn't being stingy. It's not holding out on you or deciding you don't deserve things. No, it's simply imperfectly reflecting back who you are, right now in this moment. What you see is a direct mirror of what you are.
Okay, so this leads us to something we can call the great disconnect. It's that massive gap between what we say we want and the reality that's actually showing up in the mirror. So what's going on? Where is that prayer of yours really going?
And this, right here, shows us that disconnect in plain sight. On one side, you've got the ask, right? What we say we want. And on the other, the action, where our time and money actually go. We might be asking for more time, but our actions are screaming hours of Netflix. We say we want more money, but our bank account shows it's going to parties or other things. Now, this isn't about judging anyone. It's just about diagnosing where our actions are totally out of sync with what we claim to desire.
To really wrap your head around this, we have to completely redefine a word we all think we know: prayer. Just forget the idea of just saying words out loud. In this way of thinking, your prayer is the grand total of your daily investments. It's where you actually put your time, your energy, your attention, and your money.
So think about it. Every single choice you make, from whether you hit the snooze button to how you spend your next dollar, that's a vote. That is your active, literal request to the universe for more of that exact same thing. You are constantly praying with your actions, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so if our actions are where the disconnect is happening, then guess what? They're also the solution. This is the moment the power shifts right back to you. We can actually change what we see in the mirror by calibrating the source of the reflection, which is us. And here's the roadmap. It's a pretty clear 4-step path. First, you have to look inward. Do a real, honest audit of where you are right now. Second, you start to calibrate your decisions to make your actions line up with your goals. Third, you elevate yourself. You invest in your own growth. And then step 4, you just watch. You watch as your reality has no choice but to shift and mirror the new you.
You know, this just takes luck completely out of the picture. It has nothing to do with being fortunate or unfortunate or the universe being mean to you. It's about one thing and one thing only: alignment. When your actions and your energy are aligned with your goals, the reflection in that mirror has to change. It's like a law of physics in this system.
This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? It sums up the entire philosophy perfectly. You can't just sit around and wait for life to get better for you. You have to become the person who is already worthy of that better life first. You elevate yourself, and then life has no other option but to rise up and meet you on that new level.
So this is where we land. The theory is done. Now it's about what you do. Your very next choice. Whatever you do in the next 5 minutes, the next hour, that's a prayer. You're sending a signal out. So the only question left is, what reflection are you about to ask for?
Every problem contains its own solution when viewed from the right perspective. Next, live more fully and live more by doing less.